kind words. It's just it's so green. It reminds me of that movie with Ron Weasley, Rupert Grint, driving lessons, and also Mrs. Weasley's in that movie. And one of the best quotes in it from her is, "Everything is just so green." She says the F word, but just the way she says it is just so magical, and I love that movie so much. I need to sit down and rewatch it. It's like one of my top 20 movies, I think. 25, I would say. Probably like number 24. It's a winner. But yeah, kind words. Let's do this. Starto. Someone sends their thanks for the letter you wrote and another kitten plunk sticker. Party. Let's see. View requests. I feel so not enough, so lonely, so hated by me. It's hard to do my job properly without being judged by colleagues or even me. On the other hand, I can't trust any people with all the feelings I have because I'm too afraid of them leaving me. I don't want to exist anymore. This one's doable. Good. M writes, I feel so not enough, so lonely, so hated by me. It's hard to do my job properly without being judged by colleagues or even me. On the other hand, I can't trust any people with all the feelings I have because I'm too afraid of them leaving me. I don't want to exist anymore. My response, the hardest part about self-hatred is believing you don't have a choice in the matter. What you think is what you believe about yourself, so be mindful of the harsh or sometimes cruel things you might say or think about yourself. Your subconscious is always listening and always writing your orders to code. Speak kindly, speak with care, and watch your self-opinion really begin to blossom. With self-esteem/confidence, fear of losing others is greatly lessened because you learn to enjoy your company so much more. You are worthy. Doll. Yeah. I hope they find benefit with that letter. This is gonna sound odd, but sometimes I feel like I'm worthless because I'm a girl. I feel as if I can't achieve anything and that if I was a boy, I'd be much better off. People would like me more and wouldn't judge me so much based on my looks. Yeah, that's a strange comparison because it doesn't make a difference what your gender is. People are going to base you off your looks no matter what your gender is. Because humans are pretty shallow, superficial, if you will. And looks are important to most people. Where does that come from? V writes, this is gonna sound odd, but sometimes I feel like I'm worthless because I'm a girl. I feel as if I can't achieve anything and that if I was a boy, I'd be much better off. People would like me more and wouldn't judge me so much based on my looks. V. Where does that feeling come from? Because you certainly can achieve anything you set your sights on, you just have to put in equal effort for the rewards gained. Your gender does not dictate your worth or skill, but is just a construct to impose limits. Be limitless. Whenever you feel you can't do something because you're a girl, try to find examples of women who've already done that or plan a way for yourself to be the first who does. This is all up to you and it's all in your head. Be mindful of what you say there and how. Man, I wish I could write longer messages. Let's do the spaceman. So they feel content about being... They could always transition if they're not comfortable being a woman. If they really think that their life would be better as a man, There's options there. I don't recommend it because it sounds really dangerous and difficult to deal with. But I think it's technically easier to just be rather than be something else. And gender identity and shifting from one to the other or to none is just it's wild to me. I don't know how anyone has the stones to pull that off, because I certainly couldn't do it. Not reading that one because it's gross. Can I report that one? Because it's flippin' nasty. Why would you bring that up? This is a children's game. In my head, so many thoughts that I can't talk, can't exist, can't hear anyone. I'm tired. I would like to run a marathon only in my head. I can no longer feel. I just and can't stop. 3 days later, I go to the therapist, but it seems to me that my head will burst earlier. Jay writes, in my head, so many thoughts that I can't talk, can't exist, can't hear anyone. I'm tired. I would like to run a marathon only in my head. I can no longer feel. I just and can't stop. 3 days later, I go to the therapist, but it seems to me that my head will burst earlier. Have you considered running a marathon with your body, though? Rampant thinking is often a symptom of anxiety, which is made worse by living a sedentary lifestyle. Get active and use the boundless energy in your head to fuel the rest of you. I also recommend practicing the act of meditation, making conscious efforts to slow down your thinking and redirect it to silence and calm. That can do wonders for runaway trains of thought. You're the conductor here. Now get that locomotive between your ears back under control. You got it. Locomotive. Do I have anything along the lines of a train? Ooh, the calming balloon. The blue blob. The blue blob of calm. Corona sucks. Since my life became just going to work and coming back home, I became an empty heart. I even don't know what I want to do, eat or watch or read. It's like I don't have interest in anything. I miss the time I had passion to do things. That's a tough one because I can relate. COVID has made it very hard to stay creative and to stay motivated in anything. Trying to think if I know a way out of this or not, or if I'm just here to support this person. Ooh, I know. N writes, Corona sucks. Since my life became just going to work and coming back home, I became an empty heart. I even don't know what I want to do, eat or watch or read. It's like I don't have interest in anything. I miss the time I had passion to do things. Have you considered a meal plan or a read-watch list? It's easier to manage making choices when they're written down in list format. You can cross stuff off for a dopamine surge of accomplishment and look back to see how much you got done later. You don't always need passion. Sometimes a little structure can just take its place. Maybe take up a new hobby or a project around the house to keep your mind busy between work days. You could knit, remodel, or get into Lego sets. The possibilities for entertainment are vast. Because there's a lot more to life than just eating, reading, or watching TV. You can do so much more than that. So much more. The balloon. F writes, I've always wanted to study medicine, but I'm unable to enter university because I can't pass a freaking test. This is killing me inside. I've tried 5 times now and I feel like a failure. You're not a failure, you just learn and function differently compared to how standard forms of education assess skill and knowledge. A lot of people get test anxiety and bomb every time. No shame in it. Just look into better ways to study and perform for the test, like listening to specific music or indulging in smells like incense or candles as you study, and then recreating the scene later when it's time to test. Much better recall performance that way. Plus, you can always study medicine on your own outside of college, just to know it. Which has always been my route, is I can't do college. I can't do school. But I can learn very, very well and very effectively if I have the right structures put in place. And, or if I'm really passionate about a subject. Like, I got really into bone processing and some taxidermy when I was younger. And I studied it. I studied it for about 3 months obsessively before I processed my first skull. And my first skull, of course, was a giant veal calf, massive skulls, and it took a lot of work to process those heads, but I was able to do it because I studied super hard for something I was passionate about, and it paid off. You don't have to be a doctor, but you can definitely know medicine just to know it. Because being a doctor is very hard and it doesn't pay enough for how much educational debt you get put in to get that degree. But yeah, school's not for me. It's not for everyone. And we all learn differently, even though a lot of us can learn the same. Plenty of us don't. And I feel like F is someone who doesn't learn the way that standard practices and procedures of the education system enact. It's not going to work for this person. It didn't work for me. It's not going to work for this person. 5 times and not passing a test. Like, either this person's not being well taught, or they have test anxiety, or they just performance anxiety, whatever the case may be. School is hard. School is very hard. And anyone who takes a crack at it, especially something as extreme as medical school, they're already on the right path. Whether they succeed or not is irrelevant. The fact that they tried is a beautiful thing. And this person is trying very hard, and I appreciate that. So I hope they know that they are valuable just for trying. Oh no, I'm tired. I only got like 5 hours of sleep last night. I got home late, woke up early, went to the dentist. I'm very tired. I have to wrap this up. It's already time to go back to sleep. Someone sends her thanks for the letter you wrote. Another blobfish sticker. Yay! Another male deer sticker. How nice. This game is so wonderful. What a good choice.